Here's what you need to do if you feel like you have a broken metabolism. So I'm going to give you the best tips to fix your metabolism. If you feel like you aren't losing weight despite all your best efforts, if you feel like you are doing like everything right, but you just cannot lose the weight, then it's probably that your metabolism needs a little boost. Sadly, there are no miracle solutions or miracle pills that you can take to boost your metabolism. However, there are things that you can do. And the first one is that you need to be eating regular, balanced meals that are filling enough. That is literally the best way to tell your body that you are getting an intake of energy that is regular and that the metabolism can just do its thing. Eating enough protein can help increase your metabolic rate by a little bit for a few hours, and spicy foods can temporarily increase your metabolism as well. But again, these are just like tiny things that you can add, but it shouldn't be the whole focus of you trying to boost your metabolism. Another super important thing to do is you need to avoid restrictive diets at all costs. Nothing screams to your metabolism to slow down more than you going on a diet. Because if you're not getting in sufficient energy, if you are highly restricting your calories, then your body is going to tell itself that it needs to conserve that energy. It can't be using that energy left and right if you're not giving it enough energy. If you feel like you're not seeing any progress when it comes to weight loss, this is probably the biggest reason why, because you're restricting calories too much, so your metabolism has slowed down to adapt, which is a great thing in terms of like biological mechanisms, but it's not a great thing when there is an abundance of food and you should not be restricting. You need to make sure that you are drinking enough water for optimal metabolic function, as well as increasing your activity level, physical activity, exercise, doing everything you can to move your body. That will also tell your metabolism that it can speed up. Also, muscle is metabolically more active than fat tissue, so you're going to burn more energy at your resting rate the more muscle you build, so the more exercise you do. Your sleep is also super important for an optimal metabolic function. If you're sleeping under 6 hours, then you are not going to have the correct levels of hunger and satiety hormones, and your metabolism is going to be slowed down. So make sure that you're sleeping enough, and also manage your stress as much as possible, because being very stressed for long periods of time, it can lead to metabolic imbalances. I know it's easier said than done, but it is something to work on with like mindfulness practices and things like that.